so many people that I just didn't know needed to be put underneath the jail. Like fucking Chevy Chase, I had no idea. Tyra Banks needs her own independent cell underground.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scores and Assists, where we break down the latest headlines and bring you fresh takes on everything sports and culture. From trending news to game highlights and hot debates, we've got it all. Hit that subscribe button and stay in the loop. So, a new Netflix docu-series revisiting America's Next Top Model has brought fresh attention to Tyra Banks' relationships with former contestants, outlining who remains in touch, who reconciled, and where tensions still linger. The series, released on Netflix, offers a look at how the competition's legacy continues to shape the people who lived it and the public figure who fronted it. The program features reflections on the show's run and provides updates on how Banks relates to many of the women who appeared across multiple cycles.
And now, for our feature story this podcast. This is great.
I hope this is what I think it is.
So listen, the other night I wake up, I went to sleep too early, so I woke up at just 2 a.m, my girl's in bed. So I'm trying to find something to watch that's not going to interrupt our binge watching of the shows we're watching.
Yo, that'd be a thing. That'd be a thing.
Yeah.
You trying to find something?
Yeah, I'm just watching bullshit, fucking Legacy of Monarchs of whatever.
Oh no, that's fire though.
Is it?
Yes, on Apple shit.
Yeah, is that good?
Yes. Season 2 getting ready to come out.
Yeah, it didn't sound good.
No, that's good.
There's a big monster coming, so we need the help of the other big monsters. Where's King Kong and Godzilla?
Nah, it's different. Monarch Legacy of Monsters is called.
All right, so I'll check it out.
Yeah, check that out.
I don't care to hear your description. I said I'll check it out. All right. But anyway, so I end up, because he about to like really tell me. I don't care. So I end up just clicking on the 3-episode order of America's Next Top Model doc.
Wait, you watched this without Sade?
I watched episode 1 without Sade.
Oh, that sounds like an ass whooping.
Yeah, that's cause.
Well, she was asleep. I mean, I didn't want to interrupt her, and I really didn't think that this was about to be a thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
Boy, was I mistaken. By the time I got to the end of episode 1, I said, okay, I can't watch any more of this.
Yeah.
She's going to want to watch this.
See, Rem's a TikTok girly like Sade's a TikTok girly, so she's been telling me about the TikTokers reporting back on 2025, 26 eyes on America's Next Top Model. So she's been forecasting this.
Let me tell you guys out there.
Woo!
There's so many people that I just didn't know needed to be put underneath the jail. Like fucking Chevy Chase, I had no idea. Tyra Banks needs her own independent cell underground, like the jail from Paradise.
On them black sites.
In the new, yeah. Tyra fucking Banks.
That show was a mess. Holy shit.
What a great mess. What a great show. If you haven't seen the America's Next Top Model shit on Netflix, this is not an ad. I promise you. You are in for some good viewing. I don't know if it's meant to be a comedy.
I was cracking up the whole time.
I laughed
but like kind of out of disgust. Let me be clear.
Yes.
Dark sense of humor. Like it's not funny.
Yeah. What they were doing to these contestants was not funny
Horrible.
at all.
What's so bad that they were doing?
Well, in season 1.
Well, where would you like to begin?
And when was season 1? What year? Do you know?
02?
Yeah,
somewhere back then. Somewhere back then.
Season 1, one of the contestants who was like a stalker at Walgreens in the middle of the country somewhere gets on the show. Mm-hmm. And they go to Milan, Italy. And they got some dudes driving around on the Vespas on some Italy tourist shit. Mm-hmm. They invite the guys back after the shoot, and they get drunk in the hot tub and black out. She ends up being SA'd, essentially because she was blackout drunk.
Right.
By one of the people, and they filmed everything. And then she had a boyfriend. So they filmed her calling her boyfriend to tell him that she cheated on him. But it wasn't, I don't think that's really cheating also, because she was blackout drunk.
Right. She was, yeah, I got you. Wow. And they filmed that shit.
And this is episode 1 of the doc, which I have an issue with, by the way, because the infractions got very, very less. Like, it started with that, and then it was like, inappropriate models, dancing scenes, a little handsy, which is terrible in itself. Don't get me twisted, but this woman was assaulted on fucking camera.
Yikes.
Listen, Parks is even speeding some for me.
Yeah, okay. Slow down.
Step 1, cycle 1 is regular model. You're thin, you're not thin, you're fat, you're not fat. But there was this black girl that they was just treating away.
Oh my God, that was horrible.
And at the first, this is the first cycle, the first scene. So this could be taken either way. This could be taken like, hey, this is regular model shit that they're doing, or it can be taken like they are pinpointing and highlighting this black girl and speaking to her a certain way. And what that was is they were calling her, they were saying that she appeared ashy.
Yeah.
They were calling her ashy, bad skin.
And she had amazing skin, by the way.
Yeah, so it started with just these black racist buzzwords to this one black woman.
Who was saying stuff?
Yeah.
Tyra Banks.
Oh, okay.
Really? It's Tyra fucking Banks.
Tyra Banks. An absolute monster.
Tyra's a monster?
She's horrible.
Wow.
If I'm going by this,
Yeah.
and I am.
Same.
And I am. So at first, you're like, okay, that's bad. But it just, to me, it kept getting worse and worse. I think the essay rape portion was probably the worst thing that they showed. And that was horrible. The boyfriend saw a commercial one day for America's Top Model, Next Top Model, encouraged his girlfriend to go on the show. Like Park said, she's in the house. They invite guys over. She says, "I'm a bad drunk. I don't really drink. I'm a light drinker." They put alcohol in there.
They're not feeding them.
Yeah, they're not feeding them. You can't eat, so you know the liquor's hitting. So, yeah, her and one of the guys end up having sex. They had a rule in the house that said you can, if you're in the bathroom by yourself, then no filming can be done. But other than that, this is done like the real world, documentary style.
Yeah.
But because she went in the bathroom with a guy, they went in the bathroom and filmed whatever was happening, which was an essay in the shower. It's never acknowledged that this woman is being sexually assaulted on our property, under our supervision, under our watch. So then they shape the narrative to say that she's cheating. They send Tyra into the little private campfire moment to just talk about how she identified, because she had been cheated on before. Hey, I cheated before and have been cheated on before. It's tough as a model, and you got to have the discipline. This is the conversation she's having at the campfire. So the girl is like, wait, what? Then they force her to call the boyfriend, like Park said, on air to say, I cheated on you. And this whole shit is, it's as horrible as it sounds.
Back to the poor black girl that they called ashy. They give her like some special lotion and shit. And then the other people are like complaining about her leaving lotion on the door handles and shit. It was horrible.
Oh.
They cut her hair wrong with the wrong clippers and shit.
Let me ask.
But then they highlighted how highly successful this show became after the first season, and then they started to do Africa's Next Top Model, London's Next Top Model. So they're exploiting these people who believe that they're coming to get some type of modeling gig and modeling help, but this is really all for shits and giggles and for television purposes, and we're conducting this like a television show. The grievances got so bad, I had to start writing them down because I would forget. Then you got the dentist episode.
Oh my God.
Wait, let me just ask. Did Tyra herself like appear in this and say,
Yes, this is her show. She's an EP.
Tyra is on this show in
Never seen America?
a beautiful
No, I'm not talking
on the
about the
dock.
dock.
She's
Yeah.
she's in a beautiful jacket,
Yes.
leather jacket, makeup done, hair to it, and she's explaining her thought process, but she's not apologizing.
No.
"Oh,
She has not apologized for any of the behavior. In fact, after the essay part was done, it was her and the producer dude, I want to say his name is Ken, saying, yeah, this was filmed documentary style, and we were sure to get, the cameras never stop rolling. That was their attitude about it.
Yeah.
never that this is
Never
wrong
an
or not."
apology.
Yeah.
So you fast forward later on, there's another girl, there's two girls, I don't know what cycle we in now. There's two girls, one black, one white, both, the black girl has a gap in her mouth.
Okay.
The white girl, her teeth is fucked up. So one of the challenges, and every season the challenges got exponentially more difficult and just weird.
Yeah, it starts with a makeover, which is hair, makeup, regular shit. Get some extensions, maybe change your dress, the way you dress, find an identity, shit like that. But
now she's saying, we're gonna go to the dentist, and she picks these two girls with the fucked up grill, takes them to the dentist. She tells the black girl, we have to get rid of this gap. If you want to work and be a model and be on the cover of magazines, you can't have no gap.
she don't want to get rid of the gap.
So the girl says,
Multiple times.
I like my gap. I love my gap. I don't want to get rid of my gap. So then Tyra blasts her in front of whatever the end scene of America's Next Top Model is when you're in front of everybody. Blasts her, yells at her, screams at her, and basically says, if I keep you on this show, I'll remove you, but I'll keep you if you promise to get your gap shortened. So the girl does get the gap shortened.
Reluctantly, of course.
And they show the white girl, she get her old jibs redone, and she's excited because for her it feels like hitting the lottery because she could never afford to get the dentist work done. But the black girl is really angry about it. She got her gap closed. She's here live talking about it with her gap closed. And then they fast forward to a later cycle where Tyra is picking a contestant to basically go get a gap inserted.
Yeah, get it widened.
Right. Huh? That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah. There are a lot of people who want that as like especially now.
Now it's different than back then, though. Yeah.
And mind you, they're not doing like proper orthodontist work. They're just like ripping some teeth out and like putting some new shit in. It's not, in my experience as someone who went through Invisalign shit, you don't just like go in there and pull some shit out and call it a day. Like, it's a long process.
Dog, they wouldn't let her call her parents or her attorney before the procedure. They made her sign paperwork and wouldn't let her speak to her parents or her attorney.
Oh yeah,
so that just lets you know that not only are they on bullshit, but they're well aware of the bullshit that they're on. It's cool. Fast forward to hold up. What's after my dentist? What's after dentist? Oh, race swapping.
Oh my god.
They race swapped twice.
Yes, black face, white face, Native American face.
What?
Yeah. With
and for them, how they explained it was, this is us showing appreciation to all of the different cultures that make the modeling business go round.
And they brought babies for them like to hold of the race that they're transformed into.
Oh, this dog. But at this point, I'm bawling hysterical in my bed. I can't even believe that they putting this shit on TV, but it's not funny.
It's not
they got
funny.
this white girl painted with all blackface, and then they said, bring the kids. Bring the kids. So they bring a little black boy out there. And then at the end of that clip, you hear Tyra saying, think of the Egyptians. Think of what the Egyptians went through. Yes, she said that. I've rewound it. Yes, she did. She did.
Egyptians.
Think of the Egyptians and everything they went through. Tyra is a nut.
A monster. And then
they did that twice.
Yeah, I was gonna say they set it up. Oh my god, we probably shouldn't have did that. And then they're like 2 seasons later, they did the same shit again.
Let's run it back. Oh Lord.
Another particularly egregious one to me is they did like a for some reason dead models scene.
They did that twice too.
The
death photo shoot.
Yeah, but one girl in particular, her mom was shot in the head from some DV shit.
God, yes.
And in her pose, she was shot in the fucking head.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This shit is twisted.
They getting off some sick shit on people. They getting their shit off. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And it's 3
And
parts.
hiding it behind
Three episodes.
3 episodes, yeah.
3 episodes.
About an hour-ish each.
Oh, I'm definitely watching this.
It's totally worth it.
this
This is totally your bag.
I'm into this.
Tyra Banks,
Monster.
dog, and then at the end of all of this, and it's much worse than we're describing.
Yeah.
At the end of all of this, Tyra got the nerve to start plugging some Cycle 25, which is the show coming back now. That told me that she was a little off in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could go up here and describe all this foul shit, all this smut that's now on the name, and now I'm gonna come and bring it back again.
But she didn't apologize for anything. Actually, she doubled down in most of it outside of maybe one of the race swaps. And they showed clips of her going on all of these talk shows, giving you the performative worked on, practiced spiel of, oh, these models and we want to help them, and yeah, we just want to do that. But the model, one of them is cursing out now. The black girl, well, there's a few black girls. One of them is cursing out. Let me find it.
Well, because they're promised essentially a career in modeling, and you get I think a Wilhelmina or one of the big agencies to represent you, but the agencies don't look at you seriously because you were on some TV reality show shit. So
you came from over here. So.
Yeah, we're not really taking you seriously.
only a few
You're
of
signed
them,
here,
but
but we're not.
A few of them have done it, but most don't.
Yeah, that's what I Googled to see how many people have made it. I mean, Winnie Harlow, that we would know, and Eva, but it's a whole bunch of girls that made.
I guess
a bunch of girls made it. I can't really pronounce all of their names, but it's been some
prodigy.
It's been some. You hating, yo? You a hater, yo? It's all right, bro. I'll help you.
My problem with the doc is that they started off with essay of this girl, and at the end, like you said, they're like plugging a new show. So like the infractions got gentler and gentler and gentler, and it ends up kind of. It seems like they tried to make it like an ad kind of thing. I don't know.
A rollout for
maybe,
25?
yeah, maybe. I didn't love the way that they kind of brushed over some very serious infractions, in my opinion, and made a bigger deal out of we didn't really get these girls modeling careers, which is bad. But it's a TV show. Like some of those expectations should be tempered, in my opinion, as opposed to filming someone getting fucking essayed.
Dog, one of the stories that Parks mentions when they're on the photo shoot and they toss in these extras, these guys. So the girl is saying, listen, one of the guys that they have thrown in is being extremely flirtatious with me. He's making me uncomfortable. And then they show a clip of him like harassing her on some, hey, where you going after this? Or just whatever he was saying. So then they show the shoot. And it's supposed to be her in the middle dancing and these guys dancing around her. But the homeboy that was trying to kick it to her is touching her the whole time. Like, you know, just touching her body, just mad, excited. So she stops it. She stops the whole shoot and says, and you're happy, you're rooting for her. She says, yo, I'm uncomfortable. This man has been on me the whole time, and he's been trying to kick it. I don't know if this is how it normally goes, but I'm not really comfortable with this. And she said she was met with just disappointment, almost like they were shocked that we were stopping production to speak about
complain about
this. And then she just highlighted the nerve and the audacity that it took for, they talked about the final picture that they took from that shoot, which was the same guy.
Yeah.
Grabbing her ass during the dance. This show is just, it's too much happened for me to explain it to you. I'm definitely going to watch it again.
No, I'm watching
But it's totally changed my perception of Tyra Banks. Like, she sounded full of shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm definitely gonna watch this.
It's not just the actions. It's when they panned to her, she sounded
She's
like
trying to defend
somebody
this shit?
that was just full of shit. Which is crazy.
Whatever I got to do for me and fuck everybody else, essentially.
Basically. And by the end of it, most of the people that worked with her
got fired.
or left because their conscience couldn't take, I can't even work on this anymore. But by the end, a lot of them didn't speak to her.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the show ends with the rest of the important people outside of Ken, the producer, and Tyra, like meeting up, linking, having drinks, hugging each other, like reminiscing, like talking about it.
Without her.
Yeah. Tyra Banks, boy.
Wow. Horrible.
And then there's always been these stories lingering about Tyra and how she feels about young black women. But it's all like rumors and hearsays. I don't have any evidence of that. But watching this, oh shit. And somewhere along the line when the show was having success, they started talking about the execs that kind of that okayed some of these things, and the chain of command, the execs that kind of, you know. And they say, one of the girls said, yeah, because Dawn Ostroff said that when such and such and such, and I'm sitting there and I'm snapping, I'm saying, Dawn Ostroff. I know Dawn Ostroff. Dawn Ostroff is the big wig TV exec that Spotify had come over there in year 2 when I was on the pod saying all that there's racism on the bridge shit. And I don't know her to be racist, so I'm not putting that on her. What I'm saying is, I could tell in the functioning of things that I was being treated a way that didn't have anything to do with metrics, numbers, or my performance. Mm-hmm. Like when she got on the phone, it was on like she had no idea who I was. This guy that's been #1 for 2 years. Where you from? How's the weather in L.A.? She said. I was in Astoria, underneath the train tracks. She's like, "Hey, Joe, how's L.A., right?" And you're like, "Yo, dog, are you giving me $100 million or not?"
No.
It gets to the point in the conversation where you know not to even ask that because you know
looking at you like a time and
I'm watching this shit and I'm like, all these years early, that's just your bag.
I knew I recognized the name, but I didn't.
She was the chief content officer and advertising business officer of Spotify.
And Dawn Ostroff has seen tremendous success, which is the part that's scary. Because the people that are going to act as barricades and barriers to your success and what should or shouldn't be happening for you feel away because of you black or you nigger or whatever you are. And we super successful.
And we
like, so, man, it was a mind fuck all over the place for me. Shout out to Dawn Ostroff. I'm so glad you're out of my life. I'm so glad that my success does not hinge on what you have for breakfast. Because I felt bad for those girls. You was involved? Shit. Oh my Lord.
That show was a damn mess.
Hey, if you get some time, please give this one a spin. You should not be disappointed.
You won't be.
Not at all. Not at all.
We for sure watching that one.
Yeah, we should. I hate to darken the mood.
Do you?
No, let's do it. We prepped for you.
Yeah, no, it's a tough day for me, and for Black America.
And me.
Yeah, people, anybody who loves Black people. It's a tough day. Early this morning, Reverend Jesse Jackson passed away at the age of 84. It's a tough loss for so many of us. He had been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and he'd been ill for a while, so it wasn't a medical surprise, but it still was no less devastating for so many of us. I think it's important for us to really understand who Jesse Jackson was and what he meant to our community, to our country, to the world. You know, sometimes as you age and new leaders come and new people come, it's easy to forget the people whose shoulders we stand on. But Jesse Jackson was different in every way imaginable. He's a child of the civil rights movement. He was a mentee of Martin Luther King. He was a civil rights pioneer himself. He's the founder of Operation Push, Operation Breadbasket. He did so many things for so many people. And I think it's incredibly important that we remember him for who he was. A lot of times, Martin Luther King is somebody who died and was swept into martyrdom like Malcolm X and Medgar Evers and all these other people. But Jesse Jackson had the burden. Jesse Jackson had the burden of living. He had to live, and he had to struggle, and he had to get up, and he had to fall, and he had to do all sorts of things, which is different and harder. And he did it with style and grace and dignity, and he did it for us. And I think we can't forget that. There is no civil rights movement without people like Jesse Jackson. He ran for president twice, in 1984 and 1988. And I think
88, that's Dukakis.
That's Dukakis. And he won 13 states, by the way. We like to act like that was a vanity run or a show run. He got more states than Joe Biden. But that wasn't just a vanity run. He expanded the electorate. He got people registered who weren't voting already. And that didn't just do Jesse Jackson a service. It did black people a service. He ran in 84 and Dinkins wins in 85. He runs in 88. Douglas Wilder becomes governor of Virginia in 89. He changed how voting worked. He changed how this country worked. And he forced the Democratic Party, as failed as it is and continues to be, he forced it to listen to our needs and to respond to black people in a way that people don't understand. Jesse Jackson freed hostages. He's the one who met with Arafat. He's the one who freed Hafez al-Assad. He went to Syria. He went to Palestine. He went to these places and brought hostages home. He created jobs. He forced companies in corporate America to listen to us and to act right by us. He organized boycotts that changed the world. Jesse Jackson was different, and he was a cultural icon. I think that's the part that people forget. One of the most important albums, you listen to Aretha Franklin's albums, he's there. You go to one of the most important concerts, Watt Stacks. He's speaking at Watt Stacks, and one of the hip hop samples you always hear is "Brothers and Sisters." That's Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson was at every cultural event. He was opening space for people all across the board. He was on Sesame Street. He was everywhere. And again, he did it for us. He was a global leader. Before we had black presidents, Jesse Jackson was our president. Before we had people who could represent us in corporate America, Jesse Jackson was our representative. Jesse Jackson was so special, and he was a mentor and a friend and a hero of mine. He's the first person to bring me to Africa. He took me around. He mentored me. He was always a friend. He was always just wonderful to me. But beyond that, I think the thing that I learned most from Jesse Jackson in conclusion is that he never stopped getting up. He grew up in Greenville, South Carolina, and a child of segregation, and he still found books to read. He was played football. They wouldn't let him be quarterback. He still played and fought, and got better. He was somebody who's had to stand on the balcony as Martin Luther King was assassinated. And instead of folding as he could have, he created organizations and movements to help poor people. Jesse Jackson was born with a father who lived next door. His dad, Noah Robinson, had a family next door. He would literally stand in the window and look at his father with his actual family, because his father was married to somebody else, and look and watch them. And around town, they told him that because he didn't know who his father was, or because his father didn't claim him, that he was nobody. And he went to children around the world and said, "I am somebody." He was preaching to himself, but he also turned that message and that ministry out to the world and said, whether you're poor, whether you're on welfare, whether you come from this place or that place, you are still somebody. Jesse Jackson is the epitome of the wounded healer. He was hurt and he was harmed, but he never stopped trying to heal the world. And he was not perfect. And there will be people right now, as is their right, because I do it sometimes, who have criticisms of Jesse Jackson. But again, he had the burden of living. And as he said in 88 and 84, we're not perfect servants, we're public servants, working against the odds. And so as I continue to grow, be patient with me. God's not finished with me yet. Seems now God is finished with Jesse Jackson on this plane. And so we send him gratitude. We send him love. I send love to his family for being our steward, for being our leader, for being the person who helped us when we had no help, who represented us when we had no representation, and who loved us until the day he died. Rest in peace, Rev.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Jesse Jackson. And thank you.
Word.
Yes,
Indeed.
thank you. Seems like a bad time to say rest in peace, Robert Duvall.
No,
I figure Ice would get that one.
Yeah, Ice, come on. Robert Duvall died, man. That's our guy.
It's his guy.
Yeah, that's his guy.
It's your guy. Man, stop playing.
Rest in peace, Robert Duvall, too, man.
For sure. Amazing actor.
Of Godfather fame.
Yes.
Golden Globe. I think he won a Golden Globe 4 times, if I'm reading right, but I'm off the dome. Emmy Award winner.
Oscar winner.
BAFTA winner. Oscar winner. Let me pull it up, because he won too much. Here we go. Academy Award, BAFTA Award, 4 Golden Globe Awards, 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, a Satellite Award, and a Screen Actors Guild Award. At the time of his death, he was one of the last surviving stars from the golden age of Hollywood. Real niggas know him from The Godfather, as well as countless other things. Rest in peace, Bobby Duvall. Gone but not forgotten. I got a freeze. Don't worry about it. All right, Brother Mark has to run. He's hitting you out with an Eskimo goodbye or Irish goodbye.
Eskimo goodbye.
Mark, we love you. Take care, bro.
Peace, Mark.
Here you go. Yeah.
Enough, Daddy.
Rest in peace, Jesse Jackson and Robert Duvall.
Yeah, for
Rest
sure.
in peace. Rest in
Thank
peace.
you, Mark, for your beautiful Mark. Is so
He's the
great.
best at that shit,
He's
man.
excellent at that
He
shit.
is such a pastor when it comes to that type of
Yeah.
stuff.
He get up there and get the going.
No, I appreciate him.
Word.
I do.
We wouldn't have did that.
Well, I would have tried.
I mean, we wouldn't have did
You would
that.
have gave it a shot. Yeah, somebody would have. I wouldn't have. His voice changed.
That's what I'm saying.
Word.
You hear him?
We couldn't do it like he did.
He even put the cracks in his voice in the right place.
He
Kinda made me
put them
cry.
shits there.
What else needs our attention? What else needs our attention?
Y'all watching any good stand-ups lately?
No, actually.
No.